Hi, Opies. If you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your scroll. We are going to scry for shapes and symbols, and it's been perfectly aged. We'll add on tarot and oracle in a shaman's palm. And as well, we have Ghost Tube here for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Receive or release freely, of course. All right, Opies. What is that animal? It's like black and white. It's not a monkey, but it's something along that lines. I can never seem to remember what it is. Isn't that curious? Anywho, okay, Opies, if you'd like to join me, we'll take a moment to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support.
Finish.
Thank you. All right, Opies. I can't remember what it's called. I feel like it can see in the dark. And maybe it is a version of a monkey. It's very much so black and white. And then I'm also seeing owl eyes at the bottom, but they're like squinting. Yeah, like you're being cautious about something is how I'm feeling it in your aura. So Opies, thank you. As a guest in your aura. Thank you for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest. Some also might have been crying. There might have been some sort of release. I'm seeing a dog symbol, so somebody might have lost a dog, or just some sort of companionship that was very, very loyal. Yeah, and it's still with me. Fresh as rain. So maybe it was really, really recent, or no matter how long ago this companion or spirit companion passed, it's like it happened yesterday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Like, for heavens and hot dogs, what is that animal name? Okay, hold on. I'm going to pause. I'm actually going to look it up. A lemur. That's what it is. If that symbol means anything to you. Okay, OP, sorry. Yeah, I had to find out. It comes up a lot and I don't recognize it so much. Usually it'll transform for me. So if a lemur means anything to anyone, please follow that. It might have a message for you. When I wander into, again, like the squinting owl eyes, there's, and I don't know if I'm seeing opportunity, or if somebody's trying to sell me an opportunity, like a car salesman or something like that. And it's like, I feel like Opies is figuring it out, or it's not quite in alignment. It's not a judgment. It's just not, Hunter of Conflict is... It's almost like I might be severing a cord with like somebody who is a rooster. Has rooster energy around them, or maybe a rooster is just abound. Okay. Wandering into your pinky, your cave of ice, the shaman of birth. And that's what I'm seeing in the eyes. In the right down here in the owl eyes, it's like there's a sperm site. That's probably not a really nice way of saying that, but there it is, sperm site. And it has something to do with what my vision is, what it is that I want to draw into my dreams or draw down from my dreams. Because we're here in your ring finger, right? The cave of winds of what I want, the whispers that I say to myself, the invisibility of things that are not said but felt. This may also have something to do with whatever is in your hearth fire, cave of hearth fires in your heart. If somebody's like, I keep hearing like an ultimatum or an opportunity, and I don't know if this is in personal, professional, or maybe it's just like, picking a path. I have 2 job opportunities, or, maybe I'm dating 2 people and I need to choose who I'd like to commit to. So I don't know. It's not my business of what it is, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, it has that feeling. So I feel conflictual. And then I'm hearing that lemur again. Lemur. Maybe you're in a relationship and somebody cheated on you and you're like, do I stay? Do I go? I don't know. I'm seeing one of those best friend necklaces. And then, like one wears one wears the other. Man, there's so much sight, Opies. Heavens, if anyone thinks that you don't get their underlying tone, or if they're like, got one past you, in whatever regards. And it doesn't have to be shady. It could even just be like people don't even notice it subconsciously. They don't even know. Unconsciously, actually, I should say. But man, you sense it. I have... when I wander into the cave of rivers of my feelings, I don't know if it's you or somebody else or just in the aura of the collective Opis, because I know your aura like is one of the signs that just like it goes really micro macro. It's alive. I'm not saying everyone else's isn't.
Can you hear her?
It's just very different. It's a very different energy. And I don't know if it's you that's going to eat your words or somebody else that's going to eat their words. Something's going to be clarified and something that is spoken because of the way it's felt. And I don't know what frequency that feeling is on. If it's an emotional feeling or if it's, again, I feel like all your senses are lit up.
31.
Everything's lit up in like double vision or double, right? Like not just the sixth sense. It's all five plus all five duplicated. The clairs are all there. I don't know if I'm making any sort of sense, but that's what it makes me feel like. Okay. I'm seeing swords. They're in my cheeks. There's that clear smelling or clear smelling. Opus, you can just sniff things out. Anything that's like a mystery, like it's the divining rods of Bull, like the game. I'm hearing like the buzzer from the game of Operation. Oh, we're going to go there. Okay. We're here for the Opies. I'm going to continue adding on here. Thank you so much, if I didn't say so already, for sharing, and subscribing. To all those who have donated and warmed my haunted heart, thank you. And all the links are below to request a personal and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you. I caught a fish. I feel like I've caught a big dream. Like it's caught, I don't know, maybe if I'm still reeling it in. Again, feeling from that like dream state into density, drawing it down. I feel like I've caught a big fish. That's an interesting feeling. Your beliefs, your values, your resources. Second house. Taking nothing for granted. In what you value in regards to in your cave of ice, like something's de-thawing. There's resources. Yeah, you lit the fire that started de-thawing something. Maybe it's a dream you had, from back in the day, or when you graduated high school, you had a dream, and now you're in college and you're like, what do I want to do? What is my, because you learn things, right, about the industry. You learn more wherever you're going, always a student, whether you're 18, 28, 38, 48, 50, always a student. The more you travel that path, more is revealed, more is illuminated, and you are enlightened to make decisions based on that education, and you can change your mind. But it's like something has been re-inspired and it's de-thawed. Cave of Winds. Okay. Ninth house. As if it or they came from all there is. The philosophies and laws involved, and you do it in a big way. This is the OP energy. That, again, it's like so subtle, it's beautiful, but it's so big, it's beautiful, it's alive, like a bunch of hot air balloons in the sky. They're not making a whole lot of noise. They're not doing a whole lot of fuss. but they're there. And they're quite enjoyable to view. And that kind of feels like Opie energy. And I don't mean like full of hot air. I feel like that's what you can detect. Perhaps amongst the collective, do I want to say that? And like some sort of sleeping. And again, you can utilize that to your advantage because it's non-obtrusive. It's non-invasive.
Here.
It's not. But yet, a hot air balloon it's a statement, but it's so subtle. And then some, it's like I'm seeing, it's like cloaked where the hot air balloon, whatever the symbolism, maybe it means something to you. It's cloaked so it's invisible. Yeah. Because it's about healing something so softly. Was that song? The Fugees, Killing Me Softly, with his song. Yeah. And there's some sort of awareness in this view that I can see in the fire. You know, like I'm seeing like the hot air balloon, they do that, and the fire goes up and the flame, it rises higher and higher. And then I can see and analyze things from that perspective. And then it's like I float down, or whatever. Do you drive a hot air balloon? Whatever the case is. And I'm foregoing a perfectionism because that creates conflict. That's what depletes me. Thinking I have to do it this way, the best way, or I can't change my mind, or this isn't working out. I don't know whatever this conflict within or collectively that you're sensing in the healing, because it's like your sign, excuse me, is a healing power. But it's like the way you move through conflict, especially on this collective level, because I'm in the sky. It's very smooth. It's very, very smooth. Okay. Wandering back into, your cave of waters, relationships, the beauty of, and doing it with your partners. In Libra. Something's being balanced out. So in relation to a partnership, because I'm seeing that best friend thing now, whether, like best friend necklace or whatnot. Loyalty, if loyalty has been broken. Maybe that's conflictual, right?
Related.
Okay, sorry, 2 seconds, Opies. I'm just wondering in here about something. Again, there's like a zooming in, and zooming out so fast for me. I want to kind of go back to the hot air balloon feel. Okay. The sorrow I may feel from the conflicts amidst the collective. Individually to collectively, right? So individually, you're wise enough to apply if you understand what you might be debating on, right? Or whatever you're going to do, whatever decisions you're going to make. But I got to wander out to the collective because this is how it's feeling. Thank you. Is that any sort of conflicts amongst the collective that you're analyzing from this perspective? Non-invasive perspective. This is not like inception-y stuff. This is just a broad overview, like a sky security system of just like floating over and taking a view of the path and the people of, but it's the energy of. And the beauty that you see, the beauty that you feel, along with the sorrow that might be underlining, but you can see that sorrow is the soil that will inevitably be idealized and realized into something else for the future. It's the soil for the future. The tears that fall from the people's, from, the auras of all that is, and the sacrifices that have come through, and the mysteries of life. It's like you're aware of that feeling by seeing it, but it's like your healing isn't about seeing it, hearing it, smelling it. That's not your healing ability. That's not even necessarily your purpose. You might just be aware of it, and it's like a gift that you can see it. It's uncomfortable sometimes, of course, but it's like your ability to heal it is in. It's a mystery to me. It's a mystery to me. I have to admit that. I don't know, because it's like every Opie does it in a way that is so confident, that as if everything that as if and you're very confident, coming from all that is what you value in your resources, and every Opie does it. It's like seeing all those hot air balloons, and their balloony thing looks different. Everyone has different symbols. Each and every one of them has different colors. So it's like the magic is right there in front of people, for other people, if they see things in the sky, to grab hold of that. Maybe it's a color or a shape. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's how the Ophiuchians do it. But there's no, there's always an air of mystery that's inherently there. For some that are going through a relationship thing with a partner or partners, there could be some confusion or conflict in relation to a sacrifice. Like maybe you're being asked to make a very large sacrifice, and and you're analyzing like philosophies of together that you may have, or the laws of your love, to make sure it's worth it, or vice versa. If you're asking of sacrifice, and people could say, we're compromising. I don't know that compromising is the right word, but it's like trying to find the perfect fit, and it may just not be a perfect fit for some. And for others, it kind of has this, moment of, no, I'm willing to have this adventure and kind of explore this mystery without trying to make it, fit something I may imagine in my mind. But something's definitely being drawn down. You've been birthing something in your, okay.
Am I a ghost?
Spirit space. Most likely, hun, yep. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you, with your sperm site, like you also, that's also like, again, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how the cell phone works. I know I can dial or text, and a message makes it over to so-and-so. But I, as STEPH, don't understand the technology, how to build it, the engineering, the tools, the resources needed to gather, to design the phone, to make the phone and have it function. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to, again, I don't even think it makes me sound stupid or anything like that. I can appreciate it. But I can admit, out of all even the possible areas that may be required to invent and implement that function, even to a regular old-fashioned telephone, that's what it makes me feel like when I'm in your energy. I feel as though I can trust it. I trust I can pick up the phone, make the call, and it rings over there. But I don't know how the sausage is made. And that's okay. But maybe not everyone is like that. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. You've been answering the call, Opies. You know you have been. Closing out messages if I didn't say so already. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. I can't remember. Sorry, I got just like all up in your aura. All up in your aura. Closing out messages for Opie.
Hell.
That's a lot of... Yeah, some spirit of air is on the bottom. Okay. I'm just going to plop all these out. Spirit Keeper of the South and the West, if those mean anything to you, if you want to take a screenshot. Spirit of Water, walking in beauty. This brings me into like that whole, I'm freezing. Hot air balloon.
What should I do?
It's a beautiful sight. It's somehow majestic. But it might be your mundane. What I feel like is though I am, Ophies, I'm just going to say it. I feel as though I can appreciate the beauty of walking a dry desert and oceanside or seaside. Because I bring in the element of the water as I walk, say, the path of the Grand Canyon or, desert, Arizona, whatever the case is, or say, I don't know, pick desert names. I'm not knowledgeable in all of them. I bring the water. The water within me brings the feeling of that. And same thing when I'm at oceanside or seaside, there's a lot of air. There's a lot of air and water, and I become more of the ground. I understand the sand is still there, but that's the desert. Do you know what I mean? It's like the desert is underneath the ocean or the sea. So you can become that. You can switch focuses whatever need be. And this is where like the shapeshifter comes in, and the thunder drum. There's some sort of calling in, birthing of your dreams of what you want. Whatever methods you're utilizing to help heal thyself, oneself, to all that is of all the animated aura of maybe the earth. Maybe that's also you're utilizing the air and the water to help earth. There's also something about the evening. There is a shift going on somewhere. Like I said, I never know from the Opie perspective if it's personalized individually to the interconnected nature of all that is, and that's okay. There's a white buffalo might mean something to somebody. There's a lore about the white buffalo. You may want to look that up if it stands out to you. Right, and it's even that, I don't know if I'm saying it verbatim or not, but it's like the cows run away from storms, but the buffaloes or bulls, I'm not sure, they run towards them to get through them the most efficiently. So they get on the other side by actually ending up going behind it, but really it's getting ahead of it. Does that make sense? Something along that lines. Spirit keeper of the south and of the west. There's new travels. I do feel like somebody, and when I say travels, it could be in a lot of different ways. I'm upholding spirit keeper of the south. I am choosing consciously to uphold my integrity of my reputation, because that's where my ideals and my values, my belief systems are shared. Does that make sense? It's not in a shallow reputation. It's upholding them to say, I understand my personality, the way I walk, the way I talk, my choices that are exposed, whatever the case is, or expressed. They are revealings of my integrity, of my value, my belief system, and respect. So your reputation is respectable, even while you go on new adventures towards the west. Vision. I feel like you've had vision, or that was dreams. Spirit, yeah. You might be having thoughts of moving on from a relationship or job. I got dreams. I got visions. Trust them. And not just trust like, I had the feeling and I'm going to trust it. I feel like you take 5 minutes. You contemplate, you consider, not constipate, but you shift and shape into different things through stillness. Elements work a whole lot with you guys, Opies. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. Compassion for the collective and compassion for oneself. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. People, places, or things. Beer. I don't think I've ever seen the word beer come through. Maybe just a cheers is in order. I'm going to let you go, Opies. Thank you once again for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Maybe go have a beer. Cheers. Celebrate. I don't know what it is, but it's fantastic as always, and I am very, very grateful. Until next time.